She was an ordinary young mother who started receiving terrifying phone calls. The voice on the other end said he was watching her, that he would get her, and that one day he would kill her. Then, one night, Dorothy Jane Scott vanished. Her car was found hours later, burning in an alley. And the most chilling part? The phone calls didn't stop. For years, the man kept calling, taunting her family, even though Dorothy was already dead. This is one of the most disturbing, unsolved murders you'll ever hear. It was May 28, 1980, in Anaheim, California. Dorothy Jane Scott, a 32-year-old single mother, was attending a staff meeting at her workplace. She was kind, religious, quiet, not someone who had enemies. Her friends describe her as gentle, always smiling, and fiercely protective of her young son. She had dreams of buying a home for her family and living a quiet, peaceful life. But for months before this night, she had been telling her friends about the phone calls. Sometimes the man's voice was sweet, even loving. Other times, it was filled with rage. He described what she was wearing, where she was going, even details about her home, proving he was watching her. That night at work, a coworker suddenly fell ill. Dorothy offered to drive him to the hospital. She waited with him until he was cleared, and then headed to the parking lot to get her car. Moments later, her car came speeding toward the exit, headlights blinding. But inside, Dorothy wasn't waving for help. She was gone. Hours later, her car was found in an alley, engulfed in flames. No trace of Dorothy. The next day, Dorothy's parents received the first call. A man's voice asking, "Is Dorothy there?" The calls came week after week, month after month, always at night. The same chilling voice, always asking for Dorothy. Her parents were terrified. They called the police repeatedly, reporting every call. But every time, the line would go dead before officers could trace it. Some nights, the phone would ring continuously for hours. Other times, a single sinister whisper on the line. No one knew where the calls were coming from, or who was behind them. Police conducted extensive investigations. They checked Dorothy's acquaintances, co-workers, neighbors. They looked for anyone with a criminal history, anyone obsessed with her. But every lead went cold. The mystery grew deeper when the calls continued, even after Dorothy's disappearance. Who could want to torment her family for years? Who would be so cruel and so patient? 4 years later, in 1984, construction workers discovered human remains on a hillside in Anaheim. They belonged to Dorothy Jane Scott. Finally, she had been found. But the story didn't end there, because to this day, no one knows who killed her. The caller was never identified. No arrests were made. Dorothy was just 32 years old, a loving mother whose life was stolen by a faceless stalker, a man who enjoyed haunting her family long after she was gone. It's been over 4 decades, and the question remains, who was the man on the phone, and why did he want Dorothy Jane Scott dead? Her story reminds us that some horrors don't end when the victim dies. Some linger in the silence, waiting to be remembered.